Hey, sixth grade, it is time for us to learn the second half of Unit 11 vocabulary. So please open up to page 139 to continue going over these words. Yesterday we made it to number 10, ingrained, and today we're going to be starting at number 11, meteoric. Now, meteoric has a major clue inside of the word, as you can probably see. It's an adjective and it means something resembling a meteor in speed, having sudden and temporary brilliance. So a meteor is kind of like a shooting star. It's different, but it's in that similar idea. And so an idea that's meteoric would be something that's brilliant or life-changing, right? Go ahead and say that word right now, meteoric. Good. And that would be a really good one for you guys to use to describe something that is amazing, incredible, or life-changing. Number 12, parody. You guys probably don't know what parodies are yet, but your class would love parodies. The noun is that a parody is a humorous or ridiculous imitation. So parodies are when you take something real and you kind of remix it to make it funny and to make it a joke. As a verb, to parody something means to make fun of something by imitating it. There is a way to do things involving parody that's not bullying, but that is just entertaining and funny. And so that's something I bet you guys would be super good at doing. Number 13, prevail. This is a great word. To prevail means to triumph over, right? So if we stay inside during the coronavirus, we will prevail. We will triumph and we will be able to have lives back to normal and people safe, okay? In Bud Not Buddy, Bud prevailed. How did he prevail? He didn't give up, and at the end, he did find his family. Number 14, relic. Some of my video gamers, you guys might be familiar with this word because sometimes in video games, one of the tasks you're doing is trying to collect relics. Relics are it's a noun, it's a thing, and they are objects from the past that have historical value. So something like the Constitution is a relic. Something like buttons from a Civil War soldier's uniform, that would be a relic. I also think of it as an artifact. So if you think about social studies class, if I gave you something from 300 years ago to study, you'd be able to look at that relic and learn about the people who used it. Number 15 is rend, and it's a verb and it means to tear to pieces or to split apart, okay? So you might talk about like when an animal like a tiger attacks its food, it would rend it, it would tear it apart, okay? 16, you guys know this word, replenish. It's a verb. It means to make something full again. After I finish my water for today, I'm going to replenish my cup. I'm going to refill it up. Number 17 is a multiple meaning word. The verb rummage means to dig through. So for example, you guys might have this. In my house, Mr. Todd and I have this one drawer in the kitchen that's called the junk drawer, and it's filled with all kinds of like random stuff that doesn't really go anywhere else. Anytime we need something, we have to dig around and rummage in the junk drawer because it's so full. The noun for rummage is an active search, so actively searching for something. Does anybody ever have to rummage around to find parts of their uniform after a little sibling plays dress up with them? I bet you do. 18 is a verb, skimp, to skimp. And when you skimp on something, it means you save or you are thrifty about it. You do it in a way that is going to save you money. So I might say that I go shopping and I try to skimp on the cost. I try to have the cost be lower when I go shopping. It reminds me of the word that you guys did great with in 5th grade. Does anybody remember when one of your 5th grade vocab words was thrifty? Yeah, to skimp sort of links with being someone who is thrifty. Number 19, the best word. Please say sleuth. Not the same as a sloth, friends of Miss Brake, but a sleuth is another word for a detective. So maybe in your mystery, you had a detective mystery that was being solved. You could now say, instead of saying Detective Marche, you could say the sleuth Marche. And number 20 is a word I think that we're all familiar with. It is a noun and it is vandalism. When someone does vandalism, they deliberately destroy something that's public or private property. In Philadelphia, to fight vandalism, we have the Mural Arts Project. So instead of people vandalizing walls and spray painting on them, we have beautiful murals there that bring art and joy to our communities. That's all for today. If you have a few extra minutes that you want to go on Quizlet to study and click learn for the Unit 11 words, it's a good idea. And I want to remind you that next week I am going to be expecting 100% of us to do our work on the Google Classroom, just so that I can be a little bit more engaged with what you're doing. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday, and I will see you soon. Bye.